story of how this book came to be. You know, last spring I was in Washington, D.C., speaking at the Take Back America conference. I had been asked to go and speak at the conference to tell the story of how we won the Arizona Together campaign back in 2006. So I took our little spiffy PowerPoint and I got on the plane and flew to, that's my phone. Yeah, that's my phone. Right
It's
there.
the Rock.
Yeah.
Your phone.
It's the president. Yep, sorry about that. So I flew to DC and I showed the PowerPoint and I basically told the story of what Steve, Cynthia Lee, myself, and many of the people who were in this room did to defeat that initiative in 2006. And as you all know, it's not an easy story to tell. It's kind of a controversial story, especially when talking to folks who are very progressive. So throughout the course of discussing what we did, I could feel people in the audience getting upset when I talked about how we chose to use mainstream language and mainstream stories to win a campaign. And so, as I do, when folks start to get angry, I made a couple little jokes about myself, and it calmed down and things went okay. At the end of the speech, a number of folks came up to speak to me, and it's the normal kinds of folks, fans, Cynthia Lee, a couple crazies, you know, and then at the very end, there was a very quiet woman, and she came up to me and she said, "Kirsten, I really enjoyed your speech." And I said, "Oh, thank you so much." And she said, "You know, you mentioned my friend Bernie's book." And I said, "Oh yeah, I mentioned my friend Bernie's book." I said, "Oh, he's a great author and I love his book." And she said, "I was the editor for that book." And I said, "Wow, you're an editor." And she said, "Yeah. Do you want to write a book?" And I said, "Yeah." So then I said to Cynthia Lee, "Oh my God, I'm going to get to write a book. I have to go get something by." So I got on the plane and I flew home and I was so excited. The next morning I woke up and I thought, how the hell do I write a book? I have no idea how to do it. So I went to a bookstore and bought a book on how to write a book. And about a week later, I was lucky enough to get a book contract. And this book is the story of my own life's experience.